Hi there, welcome back to Buy Now, Sell Now. Time now to start addressing all viewer queries, and to do that we have Kunal who's joining us in the studio, and we also have Rupak De, the Senior Technical Analyst at LKP Securities. It's turning out to be a techie special show today.
He's writing to us from Chennai. He has about 1,000 shares of JM Financial at 107 rupees per share. He wants to know whether he should come to hold on to it or look to average. A very good morning to you, Kunal, once again. Good morning to you as well, Rupak. And Rupak, I'm coming to you for this query. JM Financial 107 is the buy price, 1,000 shares.
So after correcting significantly from its high of around 170, the stock has corrected down to around 80. So now the stock has shown the initial signs of significant recovery. Immediately the stock has moved above its important moving average on the daily time frame, and it is likely to continue its upward journey in the short term. So I think 120 could be the next target for the short to medium term, I think. And on the lower end, support is there at 88 rupees. Till the time it is sustaining above 88 rupees, there will be a chance for a significant up move in the short term.
Thanks for that take. That's the take coming in on GM Financial.
Let me take this next query then, and this one is coming in from Venkat Ramani. Wants to know about Geo Financial, 90 shares at a price of 331 rupees per share. Wants to know whether to average or hold. The period is about 12 to 15 months. Rupak, what's your take on Geo Financial?
Yeah, it can be averaged out at the current level, keeping a stop loss below 218. So I think the sentiment might remain positive in the short to medium term for Geo Finance till the time it is sustaining above 218. And on the higher end, we have a resistance around 240. Above 240, the stock might move towards 262 kind of levels.
Okay, that's the take on Geo Financial. Rupak, coming to you, our next query is coming from our viewer, Mr. R.K. Deshpande, who's writing to us from Pune. He's asking, it's an interesting query because he's asking on the charts amongst REC and PFC. If you have to pick one between the two, which would be the better pick for a period of 6 to 9 months? Now, every time we address one stock, these stocks are usually addressed in a pair. REC and PFC always go hand in hand in terms of market moves as well. But if you have to pick one between both of them, which one looks more attractive on the charts from a 6 to 9 month time frame?
Hand in hand, but if I look at the daily chart, the chart of REC is looking better than PFC right now. So on the daily chart, REC has given a inverted head and shoulder pattern, and the stock looks very attractive for a significant up move. I think in the short to medium term, REC is likely to outperform PFC. On the higher end, the stock might move towards 470, and if it sustains above 470, then further rally towards 510 can be seen in the stock. And right now, we can place a stop loss below 410. Below 410, the REC might fall into consideration.
All right, so that's the take coming in on PFC and REC. Whenever you, like Snehi said, that both of these counters actually go hand in hand. Whenever we've had queries for both of them together.
Let's get in the next query. And Rupak, this query is coming in from our viewer, Narayana Reddy. He's writing, he's asking if now is a good time to enter into Bajaj Auto and Trent. What's your view on the charts for both of these stocks?
So both of these stocks are looking to give a significant rally in the short term. Like both of these stocks have moved from their recent lows, and we can see the base formation for both of these stocks on the daily chart. So short term perspective, I think both these stocks might move towards for Bajaj Auto, the stock might move towards 9,000, 8,500 is the immediate resistance. Then 9,000 is the second resistance. On the lower end for Bajaj Auto, we have a support around 7650. So 70 till the time it is sustaining above 7650, I think sentiment might remain positive for Bajaj Auto. But if we compare the chart of Bajaj Auto and Trent is looking better than Bajaj Auto. I think Trent is forming a consolidation on the daily chart. Now, once the consolidation ends, the stock might move towards 6,000 in the short term. And a support is there at for Trent that is placed at 5,000. Below 5,000, it might lose its steam.
This next one is coming for you.
And Rupak, coming to you, our next query is coming in from Mr. Venkatesh, who's writing to us from Hyderabad. The stock in question is Castrol. He's asking if he can buy Castrol at a current price with a 2 years time frame. What's the view and how is Castrol looking like on the charts right now?
So I think it will be prudent to buy Castrol above 222, above 222. So I think above 222, the stock might move into momentum, and the upside move will be easier for the stock. And above 222, the stock might move towards 250 once again. And in that case, above 222, if the stock moves above 222, the one should keep the stop loss over 215 and wait for the target of 250 to achieve.
All right, moving on, then back to you, Rupak. Our viewer, Mr. Jayakrishan, is writing to us from Kerala. The stock in question is Polycab. He's not mentioned the number of shares he holds, but his buy price is 6,100 rupees per share. Polycab is significantly lower than that price. Of course, yesterday we've heard the foray into this by the Adani Group, the cables and wires segment. Last week we had Ultratech Cement who had announced something like that. So fundamentally, wires and cables has been quite affected. But on the charts, what does Polycab look like to you right now? Because he wanted to hold this for the medium term, but now he is not sure if he should go ahead with this. What's your strategy and what would be your advice to him?
So Polycab is looking a sell on rise candidate. To me, I think till the time it is sustaining below 52.60, the stock might remain into sell on rise kind of stock. And below, if somebody is holding the stock, he can hold the stock with a stop loss of 4,900. Below 4,900, I expect further fall in the stock, and that fall might take the stock towards 4,500 and lower. And once the stock moves beyond 52.60 kind of level, then the stock might move into buying zone, and then it can be bought again. So keeping stop loss at 4,900 would be better idea.
All right, moving on. Let's resume with all the queries then. Now, this one's by Ajit. He's writing from Oman. He says that he has 500 shares of Tata Tech. He's bought it at a price of 1,156 rupees. And he has 200 shares of NCC that he's bought it at 280 rupees per share. He wants to know the long-term view on this. So I'll come to you, Rupak. Also, he's asked for Ola Electric. He's bought it at a price of 67 rupees. So view on Tata Tech, NCC and Ola Electric.
So I will start with the Tata Tech. The stock is trying to give a decisive move above its important moving average, and the stock needs to close above 685 to witness a significant rally towards the higher level. And till the time it is not closing above 685, the stock might not witness a meaningful rally. So we need to wait and watch for Tata Tech. And for NCC, the stock has given a move above its previous consolidation, and I think the sentiment might remain positive in the short term. The stock is looking good to reach towards 220 in the short term, and on the lower end, we need to place a stop loss below 195. And the third stock is
Ola Electric, Rupak. It's Tata Tech, NCC, and Ola Electric.
Yeah, Ola Electric. So I would wait before I could buy Ola Electric, because I think there is a resistance at 57. The stock needs to move beyond 57 decisively. Then only I would suggest to buy the stock. And in that case, the stock will have a support at 54. If one should plan buying the stock above 57, keeping a stop loss below 54. And on the upside, the stock might move towards 75.
Okay, so that's the take on all of those stocks coming in.
From wires and cables to the auto pack, then Rupak, this person wants to know, this Shashi writing from Bengaluru wants to know your view on Tata Motors. He's holding 100 units and he's bought it at a price of 960 rupees. So clearly, I mean, he's running into losses right now. He wants to know the long-term view. Should he be holding Tata Motors going ahead?
So Tata Motor has given a meaningful rally after moving above 21 EMA in last 6 months. So the stock looks good for further rally towards 750 and higher. And one should hold or buy the stock with a stop loss of 670. Till the time stock is remaining above 670, the sentiment might remain positive. And on the higher end, 750 might be the next resistance. Above 750, the stock might move into 810 kind of zone.
For those levels on Tata Motors. But Rupak, let me come to you then. This person is holding 200 shares of Hindalco and they bought it at a price of 740 rupees. The current price is of course around 700 odd rupees. So wants to know, Bharat from Surat wants to know whether they should sell at a loss or hold it, and what should be the holding period to perhaps cut their losses.
So Hindalco has witnessed a significant rally of around 26% in the last few weeks. And I think there might be some consolidation going forward, and after that, the stock might move towards higher once again. So I think if it is a trading very short-term trading bait, he can wait with a stop loss of 698. So it's a 2-3 rupees stop loss on the spot front. Below 698, the stock might enter into consolidation. It might take some time to move back higher level. Or if he is holding for a longer-term trade, he can hold with a stop loss of 674. So 674 would be the short-term stop loss, and on the higher end, the stock might move towards 760 in the short term.
Okay, those are the levels to watch out for on Hindalco. Now, quickly coming to you, our viewer Vaishnavi is writing to us from Chennai. 7 months ago, she's got 30 shares of Mascow Dock at 2,200 rupees per share. She's asking what's the next target level to watch out for.
3,000 plus.
Okay, 3,000 plus, looking good for Mascow Dogs. And Rupak, I will try and accommodate one last query on this show if we have the time. This viewer who's writing to us, Mr. Ignatius from Kolkata, he has 50 stocks of UPL at 656 rupees per share. He can afford to hold this stock for 6 months. He's asking what are the stop losses and target prices for this trade. UPL is the stock in question. What are you spotting on the charts?
The stop loss would be 600 and the target might be 770 in the short term.
Okay, so that's the take coming in on UPL. Let's go across and to an end of this show. Kunal and Rupak, thank you so much for taking the time out and answering all these queries for us. Thank you so much. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Buy Now Sell Now. Snehi and I will take care of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't go anywhere because Market at Noon is coming up next.